Greetings, Flow State Jedis. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a Flow State Specialist, which means that I help you feel your best and perform your best. Today, I'm talking all about how to get over that analysis paralysis, okay? I get this question from a lot of my students, and what I've understood is you can't be overthinking before you're about to make a very important decision. You're gonna have to just go into the doingness and the beingness of it. Okay, the moment you're stuck in your thoughts, you're going to second guess yourself and start to rewind, go into the past, or hyperextend yourself into the future, thinking what is going to happen. So the first thing you want to be doing is immediately getting back into the present moment again. What is going on right now? Okay, not what's going on in your mind, not what's going on in your imagination, just simply what's going on right this moment, right this second. Right now. What are your senses telling you? Okay, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you tasting? What are you touching? Okay, maybe you're not tasting anything. Maybe you're not touching anything. Maybe you're not seeing anything. Okay, but the moment you can tap into one of your senses, you'll start to ground yourself back. Because what happens when we dissociate? We get out of our senses, okay? We get into a dissolution, dissolving into nothingness rather than a being in the now. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing you want to be focused on, which I think is very powerful, is being actually able to feel your feet connected to the earth, okay? This is really, really important. If you're ungrounded, you're going to go up in the head very quickly. But if you simply wiggle your toes, you'll get back down into earth, okay? So these are some very, very simple measures that you can do. Of course, we also have the adepts program where we teach you more in-depth ways to combine flow state with mysticism, okay? This is what I'm primarily a pioneer in, this field of flow state and mysticism together. Because I think that doing rituals on the surface level is not really gonna help you that much. But if you are going beyond the spiritual surface level stuff, like the candle rituals, yeah, that's cool, you know? Candle rituals, crystals, all that kind of stuff, we use it, it works, it's fine. But if you can create a system or automation for yourself, like for instance, myself and my business partner, Ryan G, we've been creating these trap cards, okay, inspired by Yu-Gi-Oh! And sometimes they're also healing cards, right? So can we fuse our healing for that very specific moment? Let's say a trigger is holding you back. Now, there's certain moments where a trigger can actually amplify your senses and put you back into the now again. So that's actually a good thing, right? You don't need to always bypass things or circumnavigate things like that. This world doesn't need more micromanagement. It needs a little bit of micromanagement to make sure you know where things are, you're logistically sound, you're not a moron, right? You're actually going about the world in your own way. So this is really key and really important to understand, is that when you are overthinking, you're stressing out about one thing, okay? You're actually taking one concept and then stacking other thoughts and other concepts on top. Layering, as we would call it, okay? So instead of layering on top of the problem and making assumptions about the problem and justifying and rationalizing and creating more paranoia, what you do is you look at the fact. What is real that I know about this situation? Is there anything that I can do within my control that can change this? Or is the situation completely out of my control and I can't do anything about it? Now, here's the real kicker. Because when you feel like you're feeling very bad, feeling very low, you feel like you're not in control, that you have no choice. However, you have to really determine whether you can actually do something, whether you can actually change something around, whether you can, tell your thoughts, stop, cut it out, come back later, okay? You tell your thoughts, come back later, not right now. I'm focused right now, okay? This is very, very powerful because as you take power over your own thinking, you will start to create power over the own behaviors and actions that you're taking, okay? because your thoughts create your actions. That's CBT, the understanding of that. Okay? Cognitive behavior therapy, what does that mean? Cognitive means thinking. Behavior means the actions that you're taking. So how your thoughts create your actions, okay? And some would say like, wait, why is it called CBT and not manifestation? It's kind of the same thing, okay? If you really think about it. If you look at that cycle that I give all of my students in the beginning, you understand what I'm talking about, okay? Your thoughts create your emotions create your actions create more thoughts. So what if you could take different positive actions that can amplify your thoughts? What if you could make yourself laugh? That can amplify your thoughts. More positive thinking. You need way more positive thinking, okay? A lot of us, we use our baseline negative thinking in order to make very profound, decisions for our lives. So what you want to be doing is you want to practice actually making little decisions and even having little positive things that you experience and say to yourself every single moment. Like when you're going through a moment of stress, you need to take on the voice of a parent, okay? An internal parent. It doesn't have to sound like your mom and dad. It can sound like Zeus for all it matters, or Athena. And have that voice speak back to you, right? It's okay. You're worthy. You're welcome here. Allow yourself to evolve, right? Whatever you need to tell yourself in that moment. I want you to think of this less like, a kind of a pep talk, but more of an engagement with your senses, okay? So I want you to actually try this out. This might be a very powerful technique for you. Try and look up the 100 most positive words and create a vocabulary list, okay? Of the most positive vocabulary available in the English language, okay? This is going to be very, very key and very, very powerful for you. So try doing this today and incorporate some of these words in your daily living, in your daily life, as you're speaking with others, as you're speaking to yourself in your own mind, and as you're speaking to the world, okay? Me, myself, okay? Others, and the planet. There's 3 layers of this. How you're speaking to yourself, how you're speaking to others, and how you're speaking about the world in general. That's a big overarching one, right? Einstein said the difference between a friendly universe and a hostile universe, right? That's the main important thing that you gotta know. So do you think this world is a cruel place? You think that's an awful place full of, bullshit? And why am I here? And why am I incarnated in this time? And I can't believe that I'm getting all this bad stuff. You're gonna accumulate more bad stuff. Why? Because you're only focused on the bad. You see what I'm saying? So when you focus on the good, you start noticing the good more. That's the point. Your awareness starts to raise, and you don't only zoom into all of the bad things that are happening in your life. You start to zoom in on the positive, man. And that's when you get that extra glow, that extra sense of wonder, the sense of awe. Like, I'm curious about life again. I thought I knew everything. I thought I'd given up. I thought I had everything that I needed, that I knew everything that I needed. Little did I know there was a new adventure waiting for me on the other side. There's magic right around the corner that I'm unaware of, okay? So really get yourself back into falling in love with the unknown, getting yourself into this state where you can actually magnetize and actualize the type of lifestyle that you're willing to try to create for yourself. And again, it's not a trying, it's a being, okay? First of all, I want you to be that type of person who is certain, who is decisive, who is not so much in their overthinking, who's not so much trying to categorize everything and put it into boxes, but instead, remove all boxes and just remain centered, remain pure. And you'll start to understand that as you start doing this, your life will shift and you're not going to be the same person again, okay? Right now I'm headed to teach some of my students, my Padawans, and then I'm still a little bit jet lagged, but it's all good. I can get myself prepped to help and serve, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm always ready to serve. Let's get it. Upward spiral, gang. May we never be the same again. Let's go. Us. Hit that like and subscribe button. and we'll speak soon. We're all gonna make it. You got that.